Okay guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing my hair while we talk, because what else is new, okay? Like I said, there's going to be more sit down videos. I mean, it's going to get warmer out and then we're going to start having some fun, trust me. We're just going through a little bit of a depressive episode lately, as if you guys know why. See, look at this is the fit. This is the fit, bro. Like, this sweats dirty, I might add. Not like crazy dirty, but just like, you know, maybe I've been wearing them a little longer than I should be, but that's so okay, because, you know, I'm a clean bitch. I'm not like some dirty ass bitches that I know be watching me that need to change their pants after like a few hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just could not relate to me. They could not relate to me. Just because when you do it, it's dirty doesn't mean when I do it's dirty. Like, relax, you know? So anyway, oh my god, new background. So like, I can literally like change up the backgrounds to whatever I want. I noticed, like, now that I know the sizing a little bit, I'm like, oh, this is cute. Like, this is so cute. Like, this is cute. Like, this is a vibe. Like, this is relaxing. Like, this is like, my room's really coming together. I'm not even gonna lie. And yeah, like, this is just so zen to me. Like, this is zen. I don't know what zen means, but I know that this is it. Like, whatever zen means, this has got to be it. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so my hair's been also getting pretty long and like it's pretty healthy, and whenever it gets like long and healthy, I have this like strong urge to just, like, my brain tells me diet. Oh, it's like, it's looking really nice, it's starting to finally look nice, like, diet, like, ruin it, bleach it, like I don't know why my brain works like this, but like, seriously, whenever it starts getting long and like, you know, it's just like ruin it. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm fighting every urge to not do something to it. I'm just gonna let it like grow. Like, my natural colors coming in, which, like, if you didn't know, my hair's kind of golden-y. Like, I'm not even kidding, it's like gold. It's always been like golden-y. But black is just the easiest color to match with any extension, like any extension, pony, anything. Black is, like, if you're gonna do extensions, because you can never not color match black. If you're color matching blonde, like, good luck. Like, that's like a bless you, like, you're a genius, because I just don't got time for that. Like, you have to get the right shade of blonde, and, you know, sheen is good, but it's not that good. Okay, so we go with black. So I dye black, but I haven't dyed it in a few months, and I'm just letting it grow out, and I just kind of like this ombre effect. See, it's like, it's kind of golden-y. But yeah, so anyway, updates, you guys. Today, or actually I guess yesterday, I just had this realization. Like, I mean, I guess I always have one of these, and then I always like end up going back to my ex, or going back, but as you guys can see, I'm not there. I'm not at his place. I haven't been staying at his place, and like, we technically been broken up since January 1st, okay? Maybe not January 1st, but yeah, like around there. Like, I mentally was okay, like, done. But like, when we came back from our trip, which is like a week after January, so technically I'm gonna say January, like, I was just like, yeah, like, this shit is over, but it's not over, because we're not stopped like fucking with each other, like talking with each other, all that. But yesterday, he was just like, Valentine's Day is coming, you guys, obviously, and like, that's the last couple holiday, okay? Like, that's the last one. After Valentine's Day, there's no more excuse why any of us have to be fucking with our exes, talking to no man. Like, it's summer. Like, it's summer. Like, summer. Like, now we can wake up, right? Like that thing is, y'all be thinking I'm delusional, which maybe I am, but it's a delusional by choice. Like, I'm delusional because, like, we're in the cold times, we're in the cuddle season, like, Valentine's Day is coming up, like, all that kind of stuff, right? Like, you know, but once it gets warmer out, like, then we're good. Like, what? We can go. Like, the thing is, like, it's super easier to think about when you're at home and it's like cold outside and you're like, wow, like, you know, I miss him. But when it's summer, you think anybody's gonna be missing nobody? No, I'm for sure I'm gonna see him out at the club too, and I'll just be like, what's up? Because that's what it is. Like, the thing is, y'all, I've been through this before. Like, this is not anything new. Like, this is not my first heartbreak where it's like, I can't get over it, you guys. No, I know, like, once you've done it once or twice, you kind of know how it goes. Like, okay, like, this is temporary. You just got to get on with the healing stage. Now, the part that's new to me with this is the fact that it's like usually the guy is the one to like, I guess not true, but like the guy does something or like cuts it off and like it's good for me to be able to walk away after that. Like my first time, bro, that guy wanted to pretend like he didn't know me, like block, whatever. That one was the hardest to get over it, because what do you mean you don't know me? Like, you're not able to gaslight me like this. Like, I was also hella young and I was like hella immature, and now I'm like traumatized by that. But like now, like, because that first one traumatized me, which I'm so grateful for, because now if any guy just decided to like cut me out of their life and stop talking to me, I would know how to handle it. I'd be like, okay, like this is so easy. Like that a guy cutting me out of his life is the easiest thing, because they always come back. Even that first guy, like that guy that cut like 2 years later or 1 year later back on my line, I'm telling you, they always come back. I've never not had a guy try and come back, except for probably the one that like cheated on me, because like I did him so foul after he cheated on me. So like, you know, I wanted to make sure that shit was ended, like, you know. But he's we never spoke after that shit, like after I was like, hey, bye, and like, you know, which is fair, like, like like, you know, it'd be so, he knows where he stands with me. No hate there or anything, but just like, you know what you did, like, you know, if I saw him, it wouldn't be like, I'm not like, I really just don't care. Like, I have a problem where I forget things. Like, I forget about situations, kind of like, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. And that's probably what's happening with this guy. It's like, he'll do something and I'm mad in the moment, and then like later I'm just so forgiving. Like, I'm so forgiving. Which is terrible. Like, it's a great and also terrible, because the next day I'll be like, you know what, it wasn't really that serious, like it wasn't really that bad. But the day that it happened, I'm like, I'm done, like this is it, this is the last straw, like I'm done. And I start thinking about the situation, I'm like, okay, was it that serious? But it was that serious. But I just like talk myself out of like trying to give someone the benefit of the doubt always, because I'm like, they need me. Like, honestly, you guys, like, I'm kind of delusional in the fact that like I am so amazing that like whatever they did to me leaving them and not being a part of their life is probably worse. Like, it's probably like, that's fucked up. Me not being around you, like you not experiencing this joy is fucked up. Like that's like the worst thing I could do to you, is like leave your life. You know what I mean? And that is the delusional that I want to be living with for the rest of my life. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if I'm the problem or not. Like, sometimes I'm like, okay, like I can't always just think like that. I have to sit myself down and be like, am I the problem? And I'm like, no. Like, with the other situations, all my last situations, no, I was not. I was not the problem. But like, I don't know, maybe it's just like, maybe I a little bit am with some things, probably. But then again, I'm like, no, because other relationships are happy. Like, with me wanting to go out because I'm young AF, like I want to go out sometimes, like, you know. And the fact that he wants to settle down and not ever go out, it's like, okay, does he want to settle down and never go out, or does he just not want to be seen with me because he doesn't want his hoes to know what's up? Like, does he have hoes? And then he claims he doesn't have hoes, and it's not about that, it's about settling down. It's like, bro, like, you're acting like you're 30, and like the thing is, I'm not 30. I'm not 30, and I'm not gonna start acting 30, because what happens, y'all, is if you're in your 20s and you're acting 30, you're gonna waste your 20s acting 30, and then you're gonna miss out on acting 20, and then you're gonna have to act 20 in your 30s, okay? Now, I might be one of those ones that like act 20 all of my 20s and into my 30s. Who knows? We don't know. I mean, that's still the possibility, but I'm damn sure, why would I waste this time? Like, this is the prime years. Like, I'm not an idiot, I'm not a dummy. But the thing is, I know I'm not wasting any time, because I would have been inside anyway. It's winter, guys. Like, guys, it's winter. I'm not, y'all think I'm wasting my time, wasting my life. No, you think I would be like fucking around right now and doing whatever? I wouldn't have been anyway. Like, I'm just not that type of girl. Like, I'm not missing out on anything. Now, when summer comes around and I want to step outside in a cute outfit, that's a different story. If I'm wasting my summers, then I need saving, you guys. Then it's like okay, something's wrong with her, like she needs help. I love your comments though. Like, the thing is, like, your comments like help me, of course. Do I be listening all the time? No, because you guys gotta understand. You guys gotta understand, like, you know, y'all don't see everything, but you know, y'all see enough. And like, I need your guys' comments to kind of wake up a little bit. So I am waking up, but it's not summer yet. That's also the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so yesterday, I'm just like slowly coming out of it, because I think the first step, if you guys are going through something like, oh, you need to leave a toxic relationship like I am, hopefully you can take my videos and, you know, kind of do as I say, not do as I do, or like kind of like, you know, experience it with me, because, you know, I'm going through all the phases and all the steps. So if you're in a toxic relationship, what you need to do is eventually, like, first of all, know you need to leave, okay? And sometimes we know we need to leave, but we don't leave. But we know we need to leave, and that's enough. It's when they don't know that they need to leave and they really need to leave is where it's like, okay, girl, like, you need to, like, at least realize. So I realized, and I did eventually leave, but then you still kind of keep in contact, and especially so hard when they are the ones, like, doing the keeping in contact. Like, they're the ones, like, texting you and stuff. And like you would be okay. Like if they didn't text you at all or call you at all, you would be okay. You'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so much easier to do like the no contact thing and not like just ignore them. That's me. If somebody ignores me, I can ignore you back harder, like wait, so easy. But what's really hard is like ignoring them when they're trying to like talk to you, when they're like, you know, that hurts me more, because like I know what it's like to be ignored, and I wouldn't want to ignore somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just am not, like, you know, like, everybody needs somebody. Like, I'm too sweet. Like, I really need to, like, this is what I'm thinking, like, man, I'm getting, like, a little bit, like, I was sweet, and now I'm kind of starting to snap back out of it, because I used to be very, like, you know, and I don't want to totally go back to that, but it's just, like, people freaking play with you when you're not like that. Like, you know what I mean? People start playing with you like you're la la la. Like, you know, sometimes I want to be like just a nice, like, relaxed bitch, but then people start stepping on you, and now it's like, okay, like, you gotta remember who you're fucking dealing with, because this is not like, I mean, me core me would have like ended you already, like ended you, but like I'm so trying to be past that. I'm trying to be sweet, in my soft girl era is so bad. But when you're in your soft girl era, like they don't take you serious. And it's like, okay, now I gotta start acting like don't fuck with me type shit. And then you're like, whoa, where did this come from? Like, I'm a psycho, but I've been really trying to like hold it back on you, you know? Anyway, so yesterday, Valentine's Day is coming up. So obviously, like, I just know like the Valentine's Day thing is like the last couple holiday, right? Like after Valentine's Day is like really like, you know, you're not really, like, I feel like on Valentine's Day you're gonna be like, damn, like, dude, I miss him, or I want that or something. I don't really think I'm gonna feel like that or whatever, but obviously I was like, okay, what am I gonna do on Valentine's Day? Because I want, like, the thing is, I could have plans like this, like I could have plans like that. I'm not even like, I could check my DMs and there's already like people trying to make plans, right? There's like people trying to send me flowers just to make sure I get flowers on Valentine's Day because they know I'm single. Like, that's like, I don't know why this man doesn't know who the fuck he's fucking with. Like, I just don't understand. But it's probably because I act too humble around. Like, I obviously don't ever want to be like, oh yeah, like, you know, I have all this going on. I'm never like that. I just have that, but I never like rubbing it in nobody's face and not. But sometimes like, are you dumb? Like, are you dumb? So I asked him, I'm like, so what are we doing for Valentine's Day? Like, you know, like, what do you have planned for me? I forget exactly what I was like. What do you have planned for me? Like, obviously we're gonna have dinner or whatever. And then I was like, okay, like, we have to go to this new club thing because I have to do like a video for it, like kind of like the opening, you know, whatever, just a little, it could be for an hour or whatever. But like, I don't know. Also, this is a new club, right? So I don't even know it that well. So if I don't really like it, then I would say like we would just go to Gab's or something, which is a different club, right? And that's also a club that he likes. And then he was like, no, like, we're only gonna go to one. Like, one. We're not gonna be running all around, which is just like annoying because it's like, I've had guys just like would want to give me the world, right? And it's just like, that's not even asking for too much, honestly. Like, it's not asking for too much. And then he also was like, he was gonna take me out for like dinner. Like, I was like, obviously I'm gonna do dinner. And then when I told him about like, oh, I have to go do this video for the club thing, he was like, okay, well then I wouldn't want to eat. Like, I wouldn't want to eat. I wouldn't want to go to dinner. I'm like, what? I was like, okay, then, like, I guess we can just get drinks. But it's like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, it's just like a mood. Like, he just, like, makes me upset, like, all the time. Like, I don't even think he tries, but I think he thinks like I'm probably just like a spoiled little bitch, which is I am. But you know what? That means I need somebody that can just like keep up with me and like just wants to like make me happy. Like it's Valentine's Day. Like what do you mean we couldn't go to dinner? Just eat something, whatever. Like, oh, I'm not gonna be hungry, can we just do the club thing? Like what? I'm only going there for like not even an hour. Like I don't even like the club that much either, but like dinner in the club, like he's just so, it's really hard not to like, I just never had somebody so difficult because like what, like I think that's pretty normal. Like even just as a regular friend, if we're just dinner and then the club, like why is everything like an issue with him? And then also it's just like he's the type to just like at the club would probably act like he doesn't know me. Like why is he like weird? Like he's so weird. And like honestly I need to wake up. Like I need to wake the fuck up. Like I need to wake up all like just gotta wake up. So yesterday then I was like, it's when I told him, oh, look, he's calling again. Like he's calling again. Why is he calling me though? Oh my god. I gotta let it ring, you guys. I gotta let it ring. I don't know if you guys can even hear me because he's calling me. I just have to. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me and it didn't frick it up. So anyway, so he annoyed me yesterday because it's like, because I don't think it's that hard to please me. I'm not even asking for like expensive shit, anything. I also told him like to download Shein. Like I was like, you need to download Shein so you can get me what I want, because I want this like flower rose thing but I want the pink version of it because I have the red one, but I want the pink. Like you should have been on it. It's not gonna come in time, but I'm like, you need to download Shein so that it's like, you know, you should have asked me what I wanted. Like he's just not thoughtful at all because he's never done relationships. So he doesn't know. And I just can't spend my life teaching a guy like this. And then even when I blatantly tell you, it's like I just don't think he gives a fuck. Honestly, it's probably that he doesn't give a fuck about me, because if he really cared, he would have been whatever. So then I didn't know what he was going to do for Valentine's Day. I didn't want to be disappointed because it's like, bro, we cannot spend it together, and I can just do whatever. But the thing is, I want to spend it with you. But if you're not going to put any effort in, I'm not going to, like, I don't want to tell a man what to do for me. So I just kind of wanted to see, because I just didn't want to be disappointed. Like, I wanted to be good, but I didn't want to be disappointed. I didn't want to tell him what I wanted, but I didn't want to be disappointed. Like, does that make sense? So I'm like, so what were you going to do for me? Like, this is what I would want. Like, this is what I wanted. Like, it's super easy to please me. Like, I'm not asking for, like, I tell him I don't want more than $50 jewelry. Like, unless it's, like, you know, something nice that I asked for. Like, I don't know. Like, take me shopping so you can see what I like if you really care about me, whatever. But he was like, he basically told me that he was gonna get me, because I was like, what were you gonna get me? Like, were you gonna do anything? Like, what was your plans? Like, what are your plans? But I'll tell you what our plans are. Like, maybe I am a bitch, maybe I'm bossy, like, I don't, like, maybe I'm being bossy, like, I don't know, but, like, dude, with my other ex, he would just have done it. Like, that's the thing, I hate comparing, but it's like, with my other ex, he was like, just gave me, he did whatever, like, just to make me happy, because he, like, I hate to say it, but like, he probably really did like love me, but he cheated on me. So what? Like, I cannot be with a cheater. And like, I don't want to accept like why does it have to be one or the other? Can I not have everything I want and a guy that won't cheat? Or it's like, oh, you're gonna have a guy that's gonna like buy you whatever you want and like treat you however you want and not be a cheater? But be a cheater, I mean, like, he's gonna be a cheater. Because this guy is saying, like, yeah, like, I'm not a cheater, but, like, whatever, like, I don't know. All I know is, like, if that's the case, I'm cool with being single. I never needed no man. Like, I know it seems like I need a man, but it's, like, a man always just finds me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never am out looking. It just happens, so it's not even my fault. Anyway, so, yesterday when I was saying that, like, oh, I wanted to go like to that club and then the Gabs, and I know that's his club that he always went to when he was single, like always, like all, like, you know, and he claims that he never went all the time. But every time I went out, I seen him, and I barely went out, like barely, so I was just assuming, okay, he's just a guy that's always outside. So whatever, but this is like back in the day, like whatever. And then he was like, yeah, people grow out of it, people change, like people change. And I'm like, okay, but I mean, just to go out because your girlfriend, okay, I guess not girlfriend, like your ex, this is such a complicated situation, but because your ex is younger, like you wouldn't even want to go out just to make sure she's good, because he's always like, I'll never stop you from going out, like go and do whatever, I'll never hold you back, I'll never hold you back. I don't want to be held back, I just want you to come. Like I don't even want to step outside if you're not there. Like that's the difference. Like I don't even want to be outside honestly if you're not there, but I could be. Like what? Like I just don't even, I like that, like when your man's there like protecting you. Like he's just not a protector. Like he is not a protector at all. Like he's not a protector. He doesn't look at he doesn't look at a girl like it's his. Like he's not like that, and I don't like that. Like I like a guy that's like not controlling, but like is gonna be like, that's mine, like that's mine, like, you know, don't fuck with her, like protect me like I'm yours. Like is that wrong to want? Like I'm so confused. It's like I can't even be in my soft girl era because you don't let me. Like you don't let me. So anyway, so I was like I'm just getting the feeling he just doesn't want to be outside with me, like honestly. And I was like, okay, so let's not go to the new club opening. Let's just go to Gab's. Like, I just want, and I didn't mean that because obviously I have to make this video, but I just said that just to see what he would say. And he was like, what? No, like, so then I'm like, oh, so it's not about just going to one place. It's like, you don't want to go to Gab's. Like, probably, like, that is, like, a good club, you guys. Like, so, I mean, I'm just guessing, like, he just probably, like, I just honestly feel like, and he just probably doesn't even want to be seen out with me. Like, that's what I'm getting at. I'm like, what? And then I was like, so you don't want to be seen out with me? He's like, no, like not just not seen out with you. And he was like, not seen out with you. Like I would go to Earl's, I would go to like the restaurants. It's just like that you want to go to the club together after you've like said so much shit online about me. And I was like, honestly, I don't care. Like, I literally don't care. Like, if I really cared, then I would have totally stopped fucking with you completely. Like, the one thing about me, you guys, is, like, I will put things on the internet, and, like, I'm not a fake bitch. I'm not gonna, like, put stuff on the internet, like, oh, I'm done fucking with him, I hate him, this and that, and then not tell you guys that, like, I'm fucking with him, like, low-key, right? Like, I think I've always been, like, open and honest. That's, like, y'all, he did this to me, and like fuck, like I fucked up, you guys. Like I went back talking with him, like, you know, or we're hanging out. Like I'm never like fake. Like I'm not, even if I look stupid, like even if I look stupid and I look dumb as fuck, which I know I do, I'm not gonna be fake about it though. I'm gonna be like, yeah guys, like I'm looking dumb right now, and I realize that, and I know that, and I'm acting dumb. Like this is a very dumb decision, but it's real. That's what really went down. I did something dumb. I'm not gonna pretend like I did the smart thing and, oh guys, like look, I left him right now. I'm away. I'm not living in his house, and it's like I'm over him. Like easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Everybody follow me and do what I do because I do it the best, and like I know what I'm doing. No, I come on. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is really hard. I really want to still be fucking with him, but I'm not. But I moved myself away. You know, even when I was like living back there, I would tell you guys. Like, you know, always, like, I don't care. One thing about me is, like, I think I'm a little bit different because I don't care about, like, the internet or, like, just people in general. Like, I just don't care what anybody thinks of me. And maybe that is a little bit, like, I don't even care what my own mom thinks of me. And, like, like, that took a while to get there, you know? But, like, now I'm starting to a little bit because, like, you know, we're very good and we're very close. But, like, I just have never been the one to care. I could not care. You know what I think about the most is like what makes me happy, you know? So the whole internet could be telling me like leave him and like he's not good for you, and I know that, but like at the end of the day I'm just gonna do what like I feels happy like at the time, and I know like that's gonna make me very more miserable later. Like I know that, and I love the comments, like they help a lot, but at the end of the day I'm always just gonna do like what feels best to me, like, you know? And I just never cared. I never cared about, like, no internet or nobody. Like, anybody can tell me anything. Like, anybody could say anything about me. And I just never cared. Why would I care? Like, we're all gonna die. Like, this doesn't even matter. So, why would I care? So, the fact that he's all saying, like, all this stuff, like, oh, like, I don't, like, it's just weird that you want to be seen out with me. Like, it's just, like, after everything. Like, and then he started kind of going off on me. Like, he's never really went off, like, on me like this, and I just don't tolerate that shit. Like, I don't know who the fuck he's fucked with in the past, but I'm not the one. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm not, and he doesn't even realize, like, I'm not the one. Like, he doesn't even realize, like, who I used to be. And, like, because he just, like, got me kind of in my soft girl era, because after my ex, I was kind of in my soft girl era, but I was also trying to, like, kind of get revenge on him and, like, just whatever, and he just kind of fell into his place. And I really tried to give him, like, the respect, the love, like, it just kind of hopped into one relationship. So instead of making him work for the respect and, like, kind of, like, build up to, like, really getting to know me and, like, fuck with me a certain way, like I usually do, he just kind of got the place that was, like, there, which I kind of regret, because it's like, this guy is so privileged. Like, he really is way too privileged. Like, he really thinks he can fuck with me any type of way. Like, I'm not that bitch. Like, you're gonna have to learn. Like, I could be over you like that. Like, seriously, like, you're fucking with the wrong one, really. Like, he's actually doing too much now. He's doing too much. So when he started kind of bitching at me, like, he called me a bitch, which I told him many times before not to do. Like, don't call me a bitch, right? Like, but in person it's kind of hard to, like, just, like, hang up on them when you're right there, right? Like, you know. So when he called me a bitch in person, I was just like, don't call me that. And he would be like, not you, like, not you, I'm just talking about, like, girls in general, which is already a red flag. But it's like, when a guy says that, it's just like he's had a lot of bad experiences with girls, and that's how I feel. Like, I'm like, oh, like, he's just had a lot of bad experiences with girls, and, like, you start making excuses for them. You're like, oh, like, I'm just gonna show him that, like, not all of us are bitches. Bro, like, I just can't be that girl anymore. Like, I'm actually turning into a bitch now. Like, yeah, actually, you might be right. We might be all bitches, and you're gonna find out how bitchy I can be, actually. Like, actually, you're so right. So anyway, he called me a bitch, and he started going off, like, talking to me on my cell phone like crazy, right? So I hang up. Like, the fuck? I just don't understand where those, like, the girls that, I mean, I say I don't understand, but again, a lot of people don't understand me, so I get it. Like, one thing that you don't understand, you might actually be that later. But just a guy, like, talking crazy to me on my cellular device is so crazy when there's a little circle red hang up button right there. Like, no. So you're not gonna talk to me that way. So I hung up the call. Like, he started talking crazy to me. What? Like, there's nothing that I could say. I don't start getting, like, loud. I don't call you names back. I don't, like, say what. I was just like, whoa, 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 and I hung up. So, like, he knows, like, why the fuck I hung up too, right? So I hung up. And he doesn't call me back. He doesn't call me back. And I'm like, oh, like, it's like that. Like, that's hilarious that you think that I'm going to hang up on you when you're talking crazy. And you think I'm going to call you back so that, you can, like, go off on me some more. Like, I'm cool off that. Like, I'm cool off that. Like, I'm cool off that. Like, you're hilarious. You're so hilarious to think that I want to talk to you anymore. Like, I'm actually so done. So the whole night, like, the rest of the night, no call. I'm like, oh, you want to be petty? Like, because I can be petty. Like, this is where the game starts. Like, this is where I actually thrive. Like, this kind of thing, like, I thrive. So anyway, the next morning calls me, which is today. Next morning, he calls me. And I'm not going to answer because actually I have nothing to say to you. I have actually nothing to say to you. And there's just that little thing, like, just made me awaken. Like, bro, he doesn't want to be seen with me. He doesn't. He literally told you, Jada, listen to me. He told you he didn't want to be seen with you. What? Because, what? Because, like, what? I mean, I get it, though. Because, like, technically, I mean, he's like, you make me look crazy. Like, I make him look crazy online. But it's like, actually, babe, actually, you make yourself look crazy. Because I started saying, like, actually, like, just don't do shit to me, and then I wouldn't have something to talk about. Because it's like, oh, you expose people, like, that's what you do. Like, you expose people, and you bring everything to the internet. I only bring foul shit to the internet, like, you know what I mean? So, like, don't do foul shit to me. Like, there's lots of people that hang out with me and are totally calm, cool, don't care about shit, because they know that their intentions are not bad towards me, so there's nothing to expose. You know what I mean? There's nothing for me to come on the internet and talk and tell people about, because they're not doing shit, like, weird shit to me. It's the weird people that are scared of me and don't want to come near me because they know that I'm not gonna put up with their weird shit, and I'm gonna talk about your weird shit. Like, what? Like, what? Like, does not make sense. So I'm like, how about you just don't do no weird shit to me, and then you would be fine. And then he was like, yeah, but you never say but like why people do shit to you. Like, what? Like, that's where the gaslighting started to come in. I'm like, this guy's crazy. Like, what? I don't do, like, what? I was told, I'm like, I literally said so many times, like, you could come on my channel and tell them your side if you want to. He's like, no, because you don't have a side. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I would literally let somebody have my channel and tell their side. Like, with my ex, I let him do that. I sat him down. I was like, tell him what happened. You cheated on me, right? Like, you know what I mean? I'll always give someone an opportunity to talk. I never ever want to be like the sole voice. But if you're not gonna, because you have nothing to say, that's why you have nothing. You couldn't say nothing, because I really do tell it all, you guys. Like, I tell my wrongs, I tell his wrongs. Like, I will say like what I possibly could do wrong. Like, I just still don't think I deserve shit. Like, I just don't think I deserve to be treated a certain way, and that's just how I feel, and I don't regret nothing. So yeah, so today, right, calls me 3 times in the morning, then a few hours later, 4 or 5 hours later, calls me. Oh, my thing is tilting. Called me, and then just called me again. Now, I think it was twice or one time, whatever. But it's like, but he didn't text me though. Like, if he texted me, then maybe I would answer the text and see what he said, and would be like, yeah, I just don't really think we have anything to talk about, because like, but you don't want to be seen with me. Like, that really hurt my feelings. Like, when he said that, it's like, fuck you. Like, do you know how many people would want to go out with me or want to take me out Valentine's Day? Is actually crazy. And you're over here like, I don't know, like, just not trying to give me the world. Like, he's not trying to give me the world, and like I deserve the universe, and you're not even trying to give me the world. So it's like, I'm just having a slow realization, and yeah, but it's so good, I'm telling you, when you're in a toxic relationship, to like have space and like kind of just, because now you're kind of more like used to life without them. Like, honestly, I'm cool. And the fact that he's trying to call me, like, what is he even trying to talk about? Like, seriously, I'm like hurt. Like, I'm like hurt by it. I was like, wow. Like, I know we're exes technically, but that hurt me, you know. And we don't act like exes, so now we really need to start acting like exes. Like, we need to start acting like exes. Like, you know, we can be cool, but we can't be falling asleep on the phone together. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's weird. Like, that's a red flag. To even, like, if I ever want to move on, oh, like, you talk to your ex for hours, like, that's weird, you know. And it's hard because he is my best friend, but it's like, whatever, like, you know, we go through best friends, like, it's fine. But he really played with the wrong one. Like, don't be going off on my phone. Like, bye. Like, what? And like, then you didn't call me back. Maybe if you would have called me back a few times, like, that night. Like, this is how I work. Like, if I hang up on you because you're being disrespectful, like, you better apologize and be like, at least a text saying, like, you know what, I'm sorry, like, on some mature shit, like, I'm sorry I shouldn't talk to you like that. Please answer. Please answer. Like, please answer. Like, yeah, now you gotta beg a little bit. Like, the fuck? Like, do you know who I am? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, he didn't call me back right away, and he went the whole rest of the night. Like, you think it's gonna be all cool, and the thing about guys is they think that, like, oh, the next morning it's all cool and dandy. Like, nah, bitch, like, we're still on the shit where we left off. Like, the fuck? Like, just because it's been like a whole, I got a good night rest and we woke up and now it's all cool back to how it was, like, nah, like, I'm cool. So anyway, Valentine's Day is in like 2 days, but now I gotta decide, like, fuck, like, should I really stand on business? Because, man, if Valentine's Day was over, it'd be so easy. Like, now we're done. Like, you talked to me disrespectfully. But again, like, I don't know. Like, it'd been fun to go to dinner one last time. And then, like, you know, I'm going to the opening club thing. But either way, it does not matter. Like, the thing is, I just don't want to make plans. Like, I could easily make plans with somebody else, like, real quick. Like I'm talking about, like, a girl. Because is it too soon to move on with a guy? I'm just kidding. Like, imagine I popped out, like, 2 days later with, like, a guy for Valentine's Day. A new guy. I could easily do that, but I just am not trying to be on that. Like, I just don't. I do have respect for him, which I wouldn't even want to do. Like, I would tell him, like, hey, I just think a good time to move on is maybe, like, March. I don't know. I have no idea. It's really not even about guys. Honestly, like, after this, I don't even want to deal with the men, actually. Like, actually. I'm so cool off guys. But I don't know. Like, should I still go to supper or dinner with him? Like, I just know if I do that. Like, the thing is, if I'd be so proud of myself if I just really stood on business, like, from here on out. Like, oh, he talked to me crazy. I don't even want Valentine's Day from you. Like, I'm cool. And, like, we just didn't do Valentine's Day. And then I just, like, never talked to you again. Like, you know, and we're cool. Like, there's no bad blood. But, like, you, like, hurt my feelings with that. Oh, you don't want to be seen with me? Okay, let's not be seen together. Okay, like, bet. Like, literally bet. Like, somebody else would want to be seen with me. Like, are you crazy? Like, and he's like, no, like, I didn't mean it like that, but I mean, like, it's just, like, you make me look like, bro, what? Like, you care about the internet is crazy. Like, I just thought you didn't care, but I guess you care. Like, the fuck, like, fucking weirdo, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. He's always been a little off, but whatever. Yeah, anyway, that's the update, you guys, for now. But I like it. I love it when he does this little shit like this, because it just, like, makes me, like, it's so much easier to, like, be, like, done. Like, it's like, thank God, like, thank you. Because imagine he made my Valentine's Day, like, really nice. Like, that would have been really awful, because honestly, then it's like, ugh, he's trying, like, he's being nice. Like, I might actually, like, try and get back with him. Like, this kind of stuff is just like, thank you, like, you're playing your role, like, you're actually doing exactly what I need you to do for me to be, like, off you and not miss you. Because him calling me, I don't miss him. Like, I miss being talked to disrespectfully. Like, no, you're giving me nothing to miss, and that's what I need. And that's why, honestly, you guys, I do hang on a little longer than I should in relationships like this, because I just want to make sure I'm not missing out on anything, and then when I'm done, I can really not go back. Because, like, the thing about guys is they will always bounce back. Like, they will always come back. I'm telling you, whether it be a year, whether it be, like, months from now, or whenever you start doing good, and they can sense that you're, like, really healing and you're off them for real, that's when they try you, and that's when they try and come back. And I just need to stay with a guy until they piss me off so bad and do the most disrespectful shit that I will not bounce back. Like, I don't want to ever, like, come back to this. So it's like, when he treats me like shit and, like, hold on, and I just let him, it's kind of like a good, like, mental thing for me. Like, maybe I'm, like, mentally fucked up, I don't know, but I actually am like, yes, like, this, I mean, it hurts, but it's like, I know that this is gonna be good for later. Like, this is making it easier for me to, like, be done. So it needs to happen. So I'm like, actually, thank God. Like, actually, like, yes, like, I'm a bitch. Like, you know, like, just tell me that shit. Like, just tell me. Because, like, I need that. You know what I mean? Like, this is easy. But yeah, so that's the update. And I'm just hoping that he makes my Valentine's Day, like, so bad. Like, like, terrible. So it's just like that I can just move on and never be like, oh, I missed that. Like, you think next Valentine's Day I'm gonna look back on this Valentine's Day, be like, oh, I miss how he never gave me flowers, or I miss how he, like, talked to me disrespectfully and called me a bitch and didn't want to go out with me and didn't want to be seen with me at the club and didn't want to do anything and didn't want to make my day special or didn't want to do nothing. You think I'm gonna look back and, like, you know, no, this is so good. Like, I need this to look back on and be like, girl, like, aren't we glad that we got out of that relationship? Like, oh my, that's what I need. Like, I just don't want him to do no sweet shit, because that's the shit that you'll be looking back on and you're like, damn, I really missed out. I really had a good one. Not I. Like, what he just doesn't understand is that it's actually a blessing in disguise, that he just doesn't know how to treat me right. Like, thank gosh, because nothing's worse than a guy that's like maybe like someone that, like, treats you great and everything, then he just did that one thing wrong, like cheating or something, and you're like, fuck, like, I really had a good guy, but he cheated. It's like, but like, he was great. Like, you know, that's even worse. I'm not even gonna lie, that's worse. So I don't know. Or, like, imagine a guy that treats you great and, like, does everything right and, like, is a perfect guy, and he just, like, leaves you for someone else. Like, that, I haven't been through that, but that's a different type of pain, because, like, what, that would make me chase. Like, probably that, like, those situations, like, you know, I love to be like, oh, like, I'm not a chaser, but when you really think you're losing something valuable, then you chase. So I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm going through life just like you guys are. So this is just another experience. And I'm just glad that I'm like slowly coming to my senses. And he's really waking me the fuck up. Especially when I'm far away from him in this situation. Like I don't live with him. And I'm in my own space. And then he starts disrespecting me. I can see it more. I'm like, whoa. But he never really did like face to face. Probably because he's a pussy. But over the phone, he just started, what, like, as if I'm not gonna hang up. Like, I don't know what kind of girl is gonna stay on the phone and let a guy yell at them. Like, he wasn't yelling, but he was being disrespectful. But I know some people that's, like, their man will yell. But I guess maybe, like, they're scared he's gonna, like, I don't know, but I can't judge. I cannot judge a girl because we can all be there. But anyway, guys, that's it for this one. I'll let y'all know how my Valentine's Day goes, like what I'm doing, what I'm gonna decide to do, because I don't even know yet. But we did have something planned and then he like fucked it up like men always do. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And yeah.